Hello, lovely people, beautiful investors. Good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your time zone or any part of the world, wherever you are watching us. This is Peter Odiakose once again, and today we decided to make another video. The last time we did a drive from Lagos, which is the Ikeja Alausa axis in Lagos, the Berger axis in Lagos, to our estate in the Mowe axis. That was a couple of months ago, if not up to a year now or more. Then we noticed a lot of construction work going on, and how challenging it was for us to get to site despite the traffic and all that. So there's been some kind of improvement since then. So without wasting our time, let us go straight into this. We will be driving from Lagos, assuming you are coming from Ikeja, Lagos, assuming you are coming from the Alausa area, any part of Lagos, let's put it that way, and you are heading towards the Mowe axis, you indeed have to pass through Berger, you have to pass through the Alausa Ikeja axis, and that's where we'll be making this video from. I'll be heading to site. So this will help, we believe this will help a lot of Nigerians, especially those in the diaspora or those outside Lagos, who for one reason or the other would have loved to come for inspection, but because of location, you can't, you're not unable to make it. So let's see what we can get our hands on this as we make progress. Stay tuned. Before we dive into this, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We are making all these videos for you. It is free to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so YouTube can notify you when new content like this pops up. And do well to like and share this video. So at this point, this is the Ojota Bridge. To my left is Ojota, to my right is K2, and we are on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and it is about 35 kilometers to get to one of our estates, Bluestone Treasure Estate. And now this is the popular 7-Up bus stop, still on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So I obviously increased the pace of this video so you don't have to sit all the way through watching, but however, the distance it takes you to the Mowe axis will be explained, so you know how long it's going to take, and also in terms of minutes drive will also be explained. So you can see Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is still a work in progress, though they've gone far, but there is still some part of it that needs attention. You can see to my right there is still construction activity going on within the Alausa, the Berger area. This is Alausa Secretariat bus stop. To my right is Magodo, and to my left is the Alausa Secretariat for those coming from Ojota heading towards Berger. So you can see there is still reconstruction going on the expressway. So now this is the main Berger bus stop. So any part of Lagos that you are coming from, you can also join us within this Berger bus stop. For those coming from the airport, they must have joined us from the Alausa Ikeja axis. So currently making our way through the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and shortly after Berger we get to meet the likes of Isheri North and Opik. So this is the popular Kara market to my left, and then Isheri North and Opik to my right. That's the Opik Event Center that is on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So this axis has been gaining a lot of attention from property investors over the years, and the reason is not far-fetched. The Lagos Ogun market, in the property market we call this axis the Lagos Ogun market, because of its close proximity. The both communities, the both states are closely knit at this axis. This is the long bridge, and from this point it's just about 24 kilometers to get to Bluestone Treasure Estate. So both markets have been closely knit over the years with each other. Activities that happens within this axis are engineered by what is going on in Lagos, and now it's also becoming a commercial hub of its own. So this is of course, the reason for this is not far-fetched. Population growth and all that striving within this axis. We just passed the Warua and Arekpo bus stop, and the next will be Magboro. This is where we have the Punch newspaper head office to my left, and now we are in Magboro. So you can see government attention on this road has really taken a facelift. So you may have been hearing about properties appreciating within the Mowe axis. This is the Prayer City MFM, Mountain of Fire, and then the Mountain Top University. At this point, it is to my left, which is about 17 kilometers to Bluestone Treasure Estate in Mowe. And then just right supermarket that was newly completed to my right in Ibafo bus stop. So we are getting close. This is only 15 kilometers to Bluestone Treasure Estate in Mowe. It should just be, less than 13 kilometers to Mowe bus stop. So all that formed what is going on. You can see how the road has newly been painted to aid driving, even driving at night. Although I'm one of those who feel this road should have street lights, but at the moment that seems to be a futuristic plan. Right now, just only the road painting. To some extent, this can aid night driving. Now, if you watch our previous video on this trip, you will notice a lot of construction activities. But now I'm currently driving, and then the road has been smooth. We just passed one of the flyovers that was, one of the proposed flyovers, but now it's standing at some point. And we are right here in Mowe bus stop. This will take us only 7 kilometers to site. And I actually did Mowe in 15 minutes from Berger, 15 minutes drive. And to my left, through the Mowe market, that will take you to Mowe Bluestone Treasure Estate right in Mowe town. So now, since we are heading to the estate, we will need to use the U-turn. For those who are familiar with this Mowe bus stop, you will notice if I drive further, I will meet the Redeem Camp. The popular Redeem Camp is also directly on this road to my right. But I'm using the U-turn now, which I've done, and I'm heading back to the Mowe bus stop. And from there, it's going to take me 7 kilometers to get to site, which is Bluestone Treasure Estate. Now, this is the popular Mowe market to my right. And if I had gone straight, it would look as if I'm heading back to Lagos. So in terms of transportation, for those that may not be driving, there are different kind of cab services that you can benefit here. The likes of basic cab, even tricycle, the popular Keke Marua. You can make use of that here. It takes you about 100 naira or 200 maximum to take you down to wherever you are heading to. The tail end of this road should be the Ofada community, but for where we are heading to right now, we won't have to get there because we're stopping just along the way. Also, for those who want to use the Uber service or the boat service, you can also enjoy them here. Just with your mobile phone, cab can come to your house and pick you, or pick you from any part of Lagos and bring you down to your house. And from the Mowe bus stop we just passed, there are also regular transport routes, whether you are using the public bus or you are using a cab service or whichever way, to get straight down to Lagos through maybe Ojota, Berger, and its environment. So for those who are familiar with this Mowe axis before now, you can tell that the population within the Mowe axis have increased only by the number of commuters on this road and the visible structures you can see to my right and to my left. Few years ago, this place used to be, still populated, but not as populated as it is today. And sometimes, for those who have been shopping for properties on the property market, you may have been hearing, or noticing significant growth in prices when it comes to both rental properties and ownership. So the reason is not far-fetched. Proximity to town also helps, make property appreciate a lot. To my right, this is the JW camp, which is the Jehovah Witness camp. I'm still driving on the Mowe Ofada road. Now, this road is going when it's fully completed, is going to be a double lane express. So we are all using one lane now. There is another lane to my left, which is yet to be completed. So maybe whatever government comes in power and decides to complete that, you'll be seeing a double lane express. So it's not a two-way expressway, on one lane. There is another lane to my left, which is currently not being used. So after driving for 7 kilometers, we should be approximately 7 to 10 minutes. On a busy day, 12 minutes, you are right on site. This is Bluestone Garden City. The main entrance, one of the things I love about this estate, it has a double security setup. I just passed the main entrance now. When this whole place takes full shape, there will be a security. Of course, there is already a security there. But when it takes full shape, there will be a security there. And then when you drive in, at some point you can see the road is still work in progress, which will be fixed. And then to my left, this is Bluestone Treasure Estate with a lot of houses there already. So welcome to Bluestone Treasure Estate. There will be another security setup here. This gives limited access to only property owners or residents within the scheme. When this place takes full shape, all guests, or uninvited persons, as the case may be, will have to take permission from you before the security can let them in. So that's the plan. Now, this location is already growing. To my right, these are duplexes. So those who are building duplexes are located this way. So many structures have commenced inwards already. And to my left, these are 3-bedroom fully detached bungalows. Now, this estate has grown rapidly within a space of 2 years plus. I remember I started just before the 2020 pandemic lockdown, and after the lockdown, work commenced on site, and already we are having so many structures, so many units of apartment being built, some still under construction, some completely built. I've had some customers who are still asking, can I get a house that I can pay interest free? Over a period of time, we have made it possible right here in this estate, Bluestone Treasure Estate. And we have also made it possible for a lot of Nigerians, especially those in the diaspora, to become land and house owners here. Remember, you can buy land and build on your own. Whatever style, pattern, design that you wish to come in here, you can do that. And also, you can key into any of these houses that are being built. Pay over a period of time, maybe about 12 months interest free, and then one of these becomes yours. Also, you can pay and move in right away. Or sometimes we do have some structures readily available, completely finished, that you can pay outrightly and move in. Sometimes that is available. The land already comes with a valid title, certificate of occupancy, that's C of O. So that puts a lot of investors at ease. And also it has a good topography, dry land that you can build easily without any stress whatsoever. So you will love it here. So let us see how the internal structure looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've also gotten a lot of questions from people who want to know the difference between the 3-bedroom classic in this estate and also the 3-bedroom executive. Now, both classic and executive means exactly the same thing. The only difference is the size of the land, the size of your compound. You can see this one. This is the executive package right here in this estate, and it's because of the size of the compound. Now this customer decides to even go ahead to put a compound flooring on it with green areas, spaces for green areas and all that. So you too can do the same if you wish to, or you can also leave it as earth flooring like some other persons have not yet done theirs, in case you intend to, you know, do some gardening and all that. So all those will be up to you, but let's just quickly see. It's exactly the same. If you've been following our videos, the same internal structure is what you get, although you can do some modification on your units when you pick it up. Whatever changes you want to make, whatever upgrade you want to make, you are free to do that as well. And we have more than enough capable hands available to help you with that in case you don't have anybody to do that for you. So let's see this 3-bedroom. So after your house has been delivered to you, you can choose to put a fence on it with a beautiful gate. You can choose to do the flooring. You can also choose to leave it that way. You can see some other packages that can be added. You come in, this is the entrance. I love this customer's taste when it comes to the chandelier. That's the guest toilet over there. You can open it now. This is the main living room. All these are packages by the customer. He did that on his own. This is the dining section. And here, this is the kitchen. Kitchen and store, pantry, and this is the exit door. Not all the doors at the moment are open in this house. I'm still working on them, so I couldn't open them properly. This is one of the rooms. So you too can decide to put something like that if you wish to. This is for that location, so don't think the toilet is in the kitchen. All right, let's see these other rooms. This is one of the rooms. That's the restroom, toilet and bathroom. Unfortunately, it is locked now. But if you've been following our previous video, you'll see how that looks like.